Let's make an unreasonable amount of money with a Lone Ranger. To make this even better, we're going to do it on funnel. The harder and more valuable ore is out to the sides instead of down below. And with this character, we have all sorts of different things to work with, but it's going to be a different build. Like, drills are going to go down, but we want to go over. And we're not allowed to hire any employees, but what we can do is increase our inventory slots and stack size a lot. So I feel like running speed might be very important to us, but this is going to be different because we need to go side to side. A little minigun to start isn't going to hurt. Like a minigun at the beginning can break fudge blocks right away. We get 5% bullet damage already. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Miniguns are super strong. Miniguns will carry us all the way through this. We'll mine all of this and run it back over. We're already at the next layer. That's actually a really good sign. We'll be able to get a lot of ore really quickly. And maybe the chests are going to stack up on us nicely too like this. Okay, this also is going to give us an extra wet damage probably. Okay, we're going to mine the rest of this. Keep going, keep going, keep going. If there's room in my inventory, I can still go. I just unloaded. We got to get a little bit more anything we can. The early money matters a lot. If I can't get a better minigun, we're basically wasting our time. I've unloaded that. We're going to try and bust into this chest. I don't think we're quite going to get it. Oh, maybe we will actually. One amethyst we didn't get. I did get 1139 gold, which is a lot for the first day. This is so weird because I don't need ladders and stuff. I'm just going to run back and forth. I think I'm going to add more time for 500 gold. Then maybe increase inventory slots. I think I can get lucky with a weapon. I want to go try and mine through the next layer to see if we can do any damage at all to it. And it's only right here. If I could break just a few of these coal nodes, that would be a very good sign. We could sort of break through that one. Minigun is so strong. I don't know if it's worth it to be breaking these blocks right now, but we did get a lot of coal. Okay, we'll take one of those. Let's go dump this off for now, and then we're going to see which way we want to go. Is there a chest to the left? There is a chest down there. I don't think we're going to be able to break into that. It's in the gray zone. I'm going to sit here and bully this next block for a minute because we can actually break through these. This will work. There are some sapphires a little bit further in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to work our way in there in time. Like at this point, I'm not sure if it's actually worth it mining in there. I know we get more ores per block, but we mine so many less blocks. I really don't know if that's worth it. I'm going to mine my way back to the surface a little bit here. We're going to have an annoying little spot to jump over there, but we'll deal with it. I suppose we are well over our coal quota. That's all that really matters for right now. We got 25 iron ore out of a single block there. That's got to be worth a few bucks for us. 24 coal as well. I should actually go mine a regular coal block. I have no idea how much a basic one gives me. I think that's actually silver in there. If we could get a little bit of silver, we'd be rich, but it's going to be super hard to mine. We're running short on time. I at least want to touch the silver block to see how much damage we can do to it. It's actually a lot more than we thought. We might actually be able to mine that. We got to start running back though. Okay, we got some silver, which is actually really impressive. I made it just back by the end of the day, so we'll see what the silver got for us. Only 160, so it wasn't really worth going for that, but we did get 1800 gold overall. And we could jump all the way up to an iron minigun with that. We're currently doing very little damage, bullet strength of 2. The next minigun will be 5, 2.5 times the damage. I have $700 left over. We don't have to spend money on ladders and stuff, which is nice. Until I start finding some chests, I don't really know what other kind of stuff I want to buy yet, so we're going to stick to just a minigun. Maybe we'll buy some platforms just in case, because we're likely to run into some poor decisions at some point. But we're already much stronger. I can stay nice and near the surface. Yeah, going through the gray blocks, much quicker. 2.5 times the speed. The golden weapons will be nice if and when we can find them, but they tend to be rare. My inventory is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was already. There are some amethysts down below. I do think I want to mine them. And there's a bit of silver ahead. We gotta make some more money today. There's actually a lot of amethysts down below. And with how thick these layers are, we're probably already like halfway through this thing. Turns out our backpack is already full, so we gotta run back. We need more movement speed. Okay, we're gonna dump all that off. We gotta run all the way back fast. But now we can scoop all that up and there's tons of gems waiting for us. Our coal quota was 160. We got 466. I'm going to feast on these little gems for now. Hopefully these are worth it. The amethysts seem to be breaking down pretty quick. There is the blue layer right there. I wasn't kidding when I said we were halfway through the layer. The minigun isn't very accurate. You got to get pretty close to really get those shots concisely where you want them. My emeralds, they got stuck in the roof. Get back here, stupids. I don't think it's worth punching through the fudge blocks to get a chest at this point. I think we should wait for better chests. Hopefully these amethysts are worth it. We don't get a lot per node. Okay, I'm going to go back to sort of the start of the grade. We're going to mine some of these. This would just be a little quicker and easier. We're already down to the final 30 seconds of the day. It goes so quick. This is a little bit messy, but you know what? Done for the day. We can mine maybe a few more of these just for a few extra dollars. It feels so quick to mine this in comparison. Ooh, we did get $910 for this amethyst, so I think that was worth it. 4 grand. It's going to be nice because we don't have to go very far at all. We can actually jump up to the emerald minigun if we wanted. That's triple the damage we have now. I think we're probably going to do that. We'll sell this one. Emerald minigun it is. We only have $1,000 left over, so we can't really buy anything else. Wet essentially just softens. It makes things take more damage. And we want things to take more damage. Okay, the gems seemed to do good for us last time. So we'll farm them whenever we see them, but we'll also just scoop up all of this big mess. Luckily, it's a nice short run back and forth. Kind of annoyed I don't have a bigger backpack now. We'll start knocking some of this out. We got lots of time in the day. We got lots of coal. Not sure if I should be working the blue blocks or not either. But we'll start ferrying this back and forth. Okay, there's a whole bunch of gems, whole bunch of emeralds as well. The silver should mine pretty quickly also. We'll definitely take some of that. We need to drop some of this coal in favor of the blue stuff. A little more silver over here. The day's going by so quick. I really need to extend the days. I'm going to go and load this because I feel like I could easily forget and miss my timer. We'll take a little bit of this though. I'm actually going to just go this way for the last couple seconds of the day. We're just sort of treasure chest hunting. We're not super quick through this. Any treasure chests down here? We're mining this so quick now. This game always has me second guessing whether or not I should be like mining this quickly through this layer or going to the next layer or the layer after that. I'll just never know. So for the day, $1,500 coal, $2,000 emeralds. We didn't make as much off the gems, but we still made $8,800. Before even looking at new miniguns, we're going to add more time in the day. Maybe we want to increase our stack size. Let's buy a medium mortar bomb for 500 gold. Is that going to be worth it? I have my doubts, but then again, I'm often wrong about everything. Got to be a little bit strategic about how we maneuver today. What are we going to get here? We don't really love any of these. Fire damage? I could drop a bomb here maybe, just to see. I should really drop it near the blue zone maybe to see if it can help us in the next layer though. Though this is still pretty hard to mine through. Sprint speed is going to be huge for this build though. I need to be able to move all the way back and forth, which is then going to be like 100 meters ultimately because this map is tiny. I got to remember I have a bigger backpack space too, so I can load up big. Pretty sure I already have the coal. That would be a good spot for a bomb, maybe somewhere in here. There's lots of gems around. I'm not really sure these work. I don't really use them in a like normal capacity. Do you want to go down there? How do you work? Is that going to work? Well, it did loosen them up a lot actually. And that's actually really going to save us a bit of time. That damaged a lot of tiles. Like that was overall lots of damage. Okay, my backpack is about full already. Let's go unload. I always feel so good and full of life when I start one of these runs. But 6 hours into this, I'll be really sick of firing bullets at things. But once you commit, and there's no turning back. I realize I'm maybe still going to need some infinite ladders and stuff, because like if I can't push into the next layer, I've got to go downwards anyways. And it looks like the next layer is still going to be a little bit resistant to my minigun, even though it's an emerald minigun doing oodles of damage. We got 50 copper ore from a single node. I really feel like we could mine them quicker, like in the earlier stages. I just want to mine out this one as well. There's 112 iron though. So as per usual, I don't know which one I should be doing. We make money no matter what we do, I guess, so let's not overthink it. I got a whole bunch of iron there. Now I sort of got to work my way back to the surface. This is the kind of place where infinite ladders might be good. Because these jumps are going to get really time consuming and annoying. Just unloaded. I also just want to see, like, because we got, what was it, 100 iron in a couple seconds from over there. But like, I can mine iron so quick here still. I just don't know if it's worth it to mine the next layer. Plus, this is also just really satisfying to do it like this. Actually, you know what? What's in you? Ooh. Oh, I thought it was going to be something better. Well, that's still fine. I'm going to trap myself if I'm not a little bit more careful. Good thing I brought some platforms or I actually would have been trapped right there. I did see a chest. I do want to try and grab this real quick before the time runs out. We should be able to. It's just in the gray zone. This won't... Well, we'll take pickaxe mining or climbing speed rather, because if we need to climb on ladders, time will make a difference. Okay, we're going to mine towards that chest. We'll pick you up some stuff. It's a bit of a run up from here because believe it or not, I didn't leave myself a very efficient path to climb. 10% bomb damage could be interesting. We'll try that. I don't think I need a ton of climbing speed on this one, but I should get some. This is definitely a very different, interesting take on this, like going side to side. We'll just fire bullets into the air while we wait for the day to end. There were some thousands of dollars for sure. About 11,000, which is hopefully enough to buy a better gun. It's actually not, but I might do something a little strange here. We're going to buy a few infinite ladders before doing anything because I don't want to get stuck. And a whole bunch of platforms as well. I was really hoping to be able to afford the next minigun. I really can't. I do think I'm going to buy a basic water gun for only 1,600 though. And we're going to increase my inventory slots as well so we can carry more. So now we can put our wet damage to use. Speaking of that, we'll do some there. So every time I want to do extra damage, we wet it and then we do double damage. Literally actually double. Like, so when this stuff gets annoying, we can power through it all the quicker. It's a little annoying to have to switch back and forth, but we'll get over it. And it's absolutely worth it. I'm just really looking forward to when we get a better water gun that has a bigger radius, because this is tedious. I need to remember to spray it in all directions though too to really just moisten the whole place. Regular coal in this zone doesn't really need it, but it does make it quicker, so it's smart. And its range isn't entirely terrible, but it's also not great. Give me some of that. What? Bomb damage. I didn't read that better. Should have been sprint speed. I'm just really in the habit of not paying attention to sprint speed. Our backpack is basically full. I just want to push forward a little bit to see if I can knock out some of these blue blocks. especially if they have sapphires. We can actually knock them out pretty easily, so I want to knock a few of these out before we come back and actually carry them over. There's also quite a silver deposit below me. That's my problem. I'm so distracted by everything shiny, I just can't focus. Okay, there we go. Got into the silver a little bit. Gotta be careful not to trap ourselves again. Back at home base, we got the coal we needed easy enough. Picked up our many blue gems. Wasn't as many as you'd think though. Crazy, considering how many of those we mined. Well, there's more to mine anyway. Pretty sure mining all the sapphires will be good for us. We're also not necessarily committed to miniguns on this yet. Minigun has been powerful so far, but if we happen to get lots of magic upgrades, we'll take magic. If we get bullets, we'll probably do miniguns. If we get pickaxe power, we'll probably do pickaxes. Oh, there's ruby and gold ahead of me too. That's very actually shallow relative to where I'm at. It feels strange to see it so close to home base. It's like right there. That iron node was 69. That was 101. 30 seconds left. We'll take just a little more and then we gotta run. 49 sapphires. We get greedy on those. Ooh, that could have cost me. But I'm gonna make it home with 6 seconds to spare. Celebratory skyfire. Hopefully it was a lot more money today. We made $5,000 in sapphires. Was this worth it to go this way? Not really. $15,000. 14. Well, the silver minigun does over 3 times the current damage. So I'm going to sell my current one, which leaves us not quite enough money. But if I sell just a few things, we'll actually have enough. Which is probably going to be my basic water gun. But that's okay. We still get more damage to do it this way. So with the water gun, the minigun was doing 2 times damage. But we sold that. We'll just straight up doing 3 times damage and we don't need to water everything. It's so much better. If I happen to be repeating what I'm saying a lot, by the way, my recording program is having some troubles, so I don't know what's actually being recorded or not, which makes this whole thing so much more fun. Okay, we got to carry our big minigun all the way back. Go and load all of that, but this minigun feels much better. You know, let's just farm up. Whoops, a little bit of... Did not mean to kill all that. Okay, that's going to be... problem. Okay, you know what? Here's some platforms. We can climb across that when we need to. That's sort of the problem with the minigun is powerful. You sort of accidentally spray a little bit and suddenly like everything's dead. I guess this layer is endless though, isn't it actually? Hold on a sec. Let me think about this for a sec. Because this should just go endlessly down, shouldn't it? Like there's no bottom to this layer. Can we just spray downwards like this and just it'll all just gather up for us at the bottom? I mean, I know it's not the most efficient way of doing this, but maybe this isn't the worst idea either. 5% more bullet damage. I don't know if going down is going to be the way to do that. It's an interesting idea, but I think that's going to work against us. I'm going to try mine into the blue zone a little bit. We have over 3 times the damage we did, so we're just going to mine everything. Plus, I need to remember that I got to mine in here, because we'll get golden rubies in here. We've already hit the coal quota easy enough. Amethyst takes a second to mine up, but we can get it, and it actually drops quite a few. And if we get the water gun after this for $1,000, we can double our damage again. There's more amethyst down below and more to the side. Yeah, we're going to feast on those. There's also a ruby ahead. I might go try and grab that. Very slowly, going through some dead blocks, which is kind of annoying. We're running out of inventory space. I do want a ruby, though. I can't help it. I see red. And we got 2 of them. That was actually pretty lucky. My countdown panic timer is about to start, but we're just collecting amethysts until that point. Okay, we're about full. I'm just going to blast off some of these blocks. We'll just fill up the rest of our inventory because we got to run shortly. Okay, apparently we're already full anyway, so let's just go grab those. Maybe for the last couple seconds, I should go chest hunting to get some kind of upgrades. Maybe we'll get climb speed. Mortars and stuff work downwards. So many tools are meant for going downwards. They're like going... They can't help us. They're going to take us the wrong way. Was my amethyst farming worth it? We got $9,000, $2,000 on the rubies, $1,000 on the rubies, the $21,000. So debatably, we made more money and that's something. We probably want a strong water gun. I don't know if it's worth it right now. Then again, it's definitely worth it. We'll buy one of those. I want to try a little bit of strong dynamite. This is $5,000, but it's 30,000 damage for 6 tiles. That can't be bad. It's got to be at least decent. So we'll see what that can do for us. There's also a chest we're going to grab along the way. I don't really need to water these blocks. This one I probably could have. Don't love any of these. I guess we'll take 10% bomb damage since it's kind of relevant. Oh yeah, we got the bigger water gun, of course. It's actually much bigger. That actually feels lots better. This is going to be good, but there's where we want to go, into the blue zone. We'll mine a bit of this. You know what? Give everything a drink. And we keep pushing forward. Yeah, much better now that it's all wet. We're not exactly mining on a giant swath at this point, but we're making progress. Yeah, I just want to wet a little bit in. Then we're going to go in. We're going to wet a little bit. We're going to drop a bomb. TNT goes there. I don't know how big of a swath that's going to make. That was pretty big, actually. I don't hate that. I also accidentally put down an infiniladder. Things are falling apart quickly. Okay, let's unload. Let's run back and forth. The bomb is interesting. The bomb is really interesting. So we'll go pick up what it... Wow, look at all this stuff it got. It's definitely a shame I can't use collectors. So will we hit our coal quota on this? We should hit our coal quota, but we're also going to get lots of other stuff. Yeah, I can see why the vacuum would probably be good on a build like this. Maybe I should actually go talk to the mermaid real quick. I know she fizzles out after a certain layer, but maybe. Today, mermaid needs 5 sapphires. We can get 1,000,000,000,000 of those if we work for it. I was thinking that the mermaid wanted more sapphires, but of course she only wants like 5, so easy. We just drop some of these and we'll suck some of those in. Give me those. Same with the rubies. There's only a few of them here, but I mean, picking them up is worth probably more than all those stacks of coal combined. Except we didn't grab them. Okay, that's fine. We're going this way. We find less chests this way because we don't have to go as deep through the layers. Okay, there's your... Did you take them? Oh, idiot. I dropped them at the thing here. Muscle memory took over. I dropped all my sapphires at home base. You know what? It's been a long day, and I would do that on the best of days as it is. I've replenished my sapphires and a whole bunch of other things while I'm at it. We're going to run past that this time. Go give this to Tabitha way over here. She wants 30 emeralds. Do I happen to have those on me? Nope. But we can dump all that off for now. Should have been a pretty good money day. I was not at all paying attention to the coal amount. That seems better. We got $8,000 just an hour and 30 grand. I think what I'm going to need is maybe a few more of those bombs because those are really nice. Those really did move some stuff. So 15 grand of those. Aside from that, I think I'm just going to buy a few more ladders. Now we need 3,000 coal. Tabitha needs 30 emeralds. We'll get them eventually, but for now, let's just move into the blue layer. There's a whole bunch of amethysts and rubies up there. I definitely want to get up there. That's why I want to drop my bomb. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I've got more bombs. Okay, we're going to let that go. We're going to go do a delivery. Emeralds from 28 out of 30. There wasn't even enough. Okay, well, there's some right here below me. I'm actually going to bring those because I don't want to do that again. There you are, my picky mermaid. Your vacuum cleaner will be ready tomorrow. 40 amethysts to reach the bottom of gray, which I think is that. So that'll be fine. I definitely need to mine some coal. Wow, this is quite a stockpile of stuff though. That last bomb was a really great placement, but that's fine. That's still a nice stockpile of stuff. Whoops, gotta do another ladder. Do I have amethyst on me? I do. Okay, let's go give this to her so I can reach my vacuum closer. 40 rubies in bottom of blue. See, it's hard to justify that. That's so expensive. So like as it is, I'll get to the bottom of gray, but I'm already well past that. I would use one more bomb, but I don't even know if I can take what I have to the surface at this rate. We did finally hit our coal quota, so maybe this next round I'm going to sit right on the edge of blue with a bunch of bombs and we can just vacuum it up hopefully. Still need more sprint speed. Need a lot more. We did just get a diamond minigun, which actually could be quite good for us. Let's go ahead and mine a little bit more of that. We just need to keep our infinite ladder somewhere here. I need a loop filter. I loaded up on coal, but there's so much good stuff down there. Or a vacuum, for that matter. A vacuum would work great there, I think. I Scrooge McDucked into my large pile of stuff and basically got all coal, which is worth something, but a loop filter is going to help that problem in a big way. Today should be a pretty big step up in income, but we'll see. Yeah, that's satisfactory. $54,000, which is definitely enough to buy the amethyst minigun, which is 3 times the damage. And that does leave us with $14,000 left over, so let's buy 2 more strong dynamites. And now we got the vacuum, which I don't remember how to use this. It's always very confusing to me because we got it. There it is. Okay, it's coming with me now. That was dumb. We didn't mean to do that. Okay, off we go. So now the vacuum can just follow me along straight through here, I think. Okay, I can see the merit to this so far at least. We just start piling stuff in there. It only goes as far as here though, which is sort of the problem. So do we go down from here or do we go into the next zone? I guess from here we'll go downwards and just suck up whatever we can with this and see if this makes us more money or not. This is kind of a gamble because I don't know if this is going to be better. Okay, and heading in this direction, I think it can't go any lower than this. So basically it's got to sweep around whatever zone it's in, really. So yeah, I can see how it's sort of useful, but then it also like sort of tapers out on its usefulness very quickly. There's an electric pickaxe. I don't actually want that. We'll just use our minigun. So as we're going around with this, we're not really getting the coal we need either. Like we still need a few thousand more. We still have lots of time in the day, but I'm better off just going into the better zones and manually carrying it. The vacuum went a little bit further over to this side. I guess I could just drop everything here on the vacuum somewhat. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's just put an infinite ladder up because I don't think we're that deep. See if we can push this infinite ladder all the way to the top. We'll put another one down. I'm going to get myself stuck if I'm not careful. Okay, I put the infinite ladder to the top ish. So at least from here we can sort of get out. Now we can just mine over there and hopefully everything falls down to the vacuum and we'll suck it up in a minute. We go a lot quicker through this stuff, especially if we wet it first. Okay, we're going to throw a bomb down there to open up a big spot. That's going to knock a bunch of stuff down. That's out of reach of the vacuum still. We're going to try that again, but maybe over here a little further. Yeah, the vacuum just, because it can't reach any further, it's going to be hard to utilize. I need to get it further, but it's so expensive. By the time we actually move it further, we don't need it anymore. It was nice initially to get us going, but like I just don't have the time to knock everything all the way down to the vacuum again. At least I think. I could still get some stuff here, I suppose. It reaches slightly further to the left, actually. I don't know why. Either way from here, I think I've just got to manually run it back anyway. I've got too much of the good stuff waiting for me. I got to get down there another round. Maybe this is more so how the vacuum is supposed to be utilized. Because as soon as I touch that, it takes everything out of me. Okay, maybe that's how the vacuum is supposed to be done then. Because I could just take it as far as here, and as soon as I do that, it takes it. Okay, I get it now. If I let the vacuum go there, it still falls down, but that's fine. I could just run back and forth this far. Okay, yeah, this is going to make it easier. I understand now. So you just press E to unload in the vacuum. That makes so much sense now. We were definitely sort of messing around all day, still made 60 grand, but now that I know how to do it, it'll get better. One thing I'm going to buy is lots of infinite ladders because I could get myself stuck doing what I'm about to do. We're going to get bigger inventory stack size as well. I would like to buy more bombs, but I need to be able to shuffle more stuff back to my vacuum. Then we're also going to get another strong dynamite. Okay, let's go to work. I always forget how to grab this thing. You press X to grab and E to either dump it off or whatever. We just got to try and leave it in a nice spot. So it's going to sit basically right there, and that's okay. We can just make our way in here and then just run everything back. When you want to unload, we go like that. That's so much quicker. I'm so glad I realized that, especially for this particular map. It's going to be much faster. And as we get a little further, we're going to drop some bombs in a spot where it's hopefully going to be rougher ore. I do also want to bust into this. We're going to need some more damage of some kind anyway. What do we got? Jump velocity 30% I'll actually take. We haven't upgraded that once. There's the ruby my mermaid wants, but we need 1,000 of them and she's not getting my rubies yet. It would be helpful, but not that much. Well, this will be good though. Actually, we're going to take this into the red zone real quick. We got to get those amethysts. Hit the amethysts. Hit them, hit them. I want all these. Give me all of them. There's also lots of gold over here I should probably get as well. I should be mining everything here. How big's our jump? Our jump is very big now. We'll work our way up. Give me the rubies. Give me the coal. Give me everything. Can't quite jump out of the mess I just made, but now I can. Back to the vacuum to unload. That took us about halfway to our coal. We're just going to take a little shortcut here to go down at least. Might be able to jump back up there also. I was actually able to eat that all. Like inside without having to overfill. So you know what, let's drop another bomb here. I know it's not a great spot for it, but it's a good enough spot. There's a little bit of gold here too. I just want to get that. I'm just going to throw down an infinite ladder because I'm lazy. Then I bring everything back to the vacuum. We've hit our coal quota. Back down we go. Gotta break the fudge block. Come on, something good. Diamond. There was a little bit of gold down below. I might try and mine some of the red blocks just to see if I can get through those. We're actually already full again, even with my double size inventory. We are 50% past our coal quota. Okay. Let's see if we can mine some coal blocks. Anything at all. I can mine coal. That gives 375 per node, which is several times what the prior ones do. What I want is silver and valuable ore, though. I don't know if mining coal is going to be a good use of our time. 76 silver is probably better. That might be about the equivalent of coal, though. I never really pay that much attention to the value. There's gold to the lower left, which is kind of calling my name. Since we're running out of time for the day, we're just going to mine some of the shiny things because I can't help myself. And in we go. Everything done. See what kind of money we got for today. If I could get the rubies, it would be helpful. We made some money today for sure. That was good. All the way up to, where is it? 127,000. The next minigun, if we want it, was 214,000. We haven't upgraded bullet damage yet. I will buy a few strong dynamites because they do give us a nice boost ahead. As far as bonuses are concerned, I think we want more inventory slots. That way we can carry even more back and forth. Maybe the angel wings at this point would help us. That way we don't have to worry about the ladders anymore. That way we can actually sell the ladders and the platforms and give us more inventory space. Okay, the vacuum's going to make it as far as here. We're going to try and leave that in a nice little spot and then just keep moving this way. Water comes out. Gotta remember to use my bombs today thoroughly. Damages are really accelerating super well, aside from the new miniguns now and then. I definitely need some chests with bullet damage, but the ones later will make up for that. There's some gold down below. I really should just knock out everything I can along the way. The blue blocks mine very quickly. I do want this chest. That's going to give me actually... yeah, I'll take this, especially into this zone. Absolutely. Just our fire needs in there. Give me it all. What else can we get? Some silver. Let's knock that a little bit loose. Some amethyst. Ooh, this will be good. Okay, I'm going to spray around. We're going to drop a bomb there and we're going to go dump some stuff. Wow, that didn't actually break. This stuff's so tough. Okay, that'll break that time. We're going back to the vacuum. Be a lot of back and forth for a sec. There's some amethyst down there that I should take. There's stuff everywhere. I just want it all. This stuff over here also didn't break, so maybe we're going to need better bombs for this to make sense. These things are all just very tough. You dump that all off. Coal quota isn't even there yet, actually. We got to step up our damage. But I think that's also okay that we're not mining, like, specifically coal. We can get away with that for a while. We're going to wet some more blocks and drop another bomb, say, here. Maybe we'll put one over here, too, just to help finish those off. I feel like I could definitely become a full-time bomber. That would be easy. We did hit our coal quota as well. We also softened up a lot of blocks there, so we should make some good money. There's also some regular diamond blocks I completely ignored. The vacuum is still closer. A running speed upgrade or two would actually make a big difference for us. Stacks up to 256. Now I gotta pick and choose what I want to mine. Whatever's gonna be the quickest, maybe we'll take some of this out. Everything takes a second to get through, and we're sort of running low on time. Are these still wet? I think so. Okay, we got a whole bunch of gold. Should we mine the diamonds? I don't know if it's worth it to punch all the way through this. I could mine like 16 other things in the same time. I'm actually going to give up on the diamonds for now. I know they're worth a lot, but like I could mine more value in other things fast. I just want to be sure to get back as well too before the time runs out, which we did. So for now, we'll just take the vacuum on a little journey this way and feed it whatever. That'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, eat that all up. Good value again today. 200,000. That's actually enough to buy the gold minigun, which is over triple the damage we have now. And we determined that the bombs weren't really that useful for me anymore, so we'll just start with what we got. I'm very stubbornly going to break into this fudge block because I have to. Okay, what do we get in here? 20% sprint speed is actually really big, considering how much we have to run back and forth. Out of this chest, we're going to take pickaxe mining speed in case we have to swap to pickaxes abruptly. Okay, we dumped all of that off. We got a bit of here that we're going to scoop up with this. Our inventory is getting pretty big, so we can actually hold a lot on us. Real quick, I should definitely grab this as well. Give me whatever you are. I guess magic regen out of all those is probably the way to go. Gonna absorb all of that gold. Wow, we're actually full again already. Let's just water gun in several directions just to make sure we're doing lots there. To the vacuum. Then we'll take our gold minigun back. We haven't hit our coal quota yet, but it's only going to take knocking out a few coal nodes to get that. There's also a ruby node right above me. I could hardly see it blends in with the red. I do see some massive bullet damage increases. Is that too much to ask for? Okay, I just dumped off everything we had. We're still shy in a coal quota, but we still got over half the day. I really want a bigger inventory stack at this point. It's still annoying. We have to run back way too much. I also really want this chest. I hope it's like 1,000% bullet damage. Any bullet damage increase will be grand right now. We got a pink diamond AK. I was so excited I couldn't even name it properly. Okay, so we'll use this for a sec just to mine out everything we can. That's better. Now I just get to exercise these tiny little legs back and forth. You want to drop it down into there. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Yeah, look at all this. I'm going to swap some of that color for gems if I can, because coal is very basic value. I'm basically being a manual item filter, and that actually seems to work. Like it wouldn't pick up the coal again that we dropped. So we're going to dump all that off. We're now carrying the vacuum with us, so let's go for a little journey this way and just suck up what we can suck up. There's actually a lot of chests over here we should be taking. Value for the day, 250,000. So we're escalating, but not as quickly as I would like. $300,000 should go a decent way towards fixing that. But I think we're actually going to save our money. We're going to take our money and go right back to work. It's just so fun watching all the resources fall. And the vacuum's already out. It's so sad it doesn't make it further. One day I will bother to find the rubies we need to extend that. But for now, we're just going to make money. Probably upgrade my water gun so they can have a little further reach as well. This one's getting annoying to have to constantly spray. There are some rubies ahead of me. We'll go grab in a sec. Let's see what's in this chest first. 10% bullet damage is actually really big for us right now. We've gotten so few bullet upgrades. We'll take pickaxe mining damage in case we decide to swap back to pickaxes at some point. Yeah, we're going to go in here and mine this ruby and silver and gold that's sitting here. I feel like the blue layer might be ideal for us right now. It still gives lots of resources and a little bit of pushback, but we can still mine through it reasonably quick. It's so thin though. We go through it in 10 seconds. I probably should be going up and down further in these layers, but I just like going into the next layer too. I actually need a lot of coal as well, so I got to focus on actually mining some of that. Sometimes I forget what our single objective is. Well, there's 13,000 coal. We can mine a whole bunch in a hurry, especially out of the red layer. We're actually punching through this quicker than I remembered. But with a 10% extra bullet damage, it probably doesn't hurt. We got the halfway notification through the day, so we are going to fly back, dump off the coal. That added lots. We can mine so much of it here that it's so quick. Just got to remember to use the water and increase wet damage when we can. I think wet damage is going to be a constant no matter what we're mining. Okay, dumping that off, we've hit our coal quota officially. There are some nice rubies ahead. I wouldn't mind putting those inside me. And a whole field of gold ahead of me. That was actually quite a few rubies. How many was that? There's 18 of them there. If I wasn't so poor, I might give them to the mermaid, but she's going to have to wait. I feel like a vacuum extension right now wouldn't be that great unless I could extend it one deal further. And if I can, it's going to be really, really expensive to do. Yeah, she wants 40 rubies. I almost could do that. I might do that soon, but not on this one. To round out this day, we're just going to mine a few more of the blue blocks here and dump it off for the last 10 seconds. Barely made it, but I did. Mining the gold was worth it because we got 54,000 just from that. There's $200,000 for us. I decided to try a ruby poison gun because this can do a lot of damage. It's getting really hard to jump up minigun to minigun, and if we're not getting bullet damage upgrades consistently, we might be wise to diversify. This will do 45,000 damage per tick for 6 ticks at a splat radius of 4. So we can probably do a whole big area with that. At least I hope we can. The first chest we found was 3% extra wet damage. The poison, by the way, is working fantastic. Especially if I wet it first, nothing happens for a second, nothing happens, and then it all disintegrates. It falls into a big pile I can eat. So we're going to grab our vacuum. We'll actually go and load on it. Can actually, no, we won't let me carry that any further. That's fine. We're just going to poison everything, especially now that we got the wings. We can absolutely use that to our advantage. The ruby's a little bit harder to destroy, but we can start wetting things if need be. But look how much of the blue we can destroy. Poison by default is better than miniguns, and that was not something I expected. The vacuum's just going to keep sort of following us this way because we're working basically through the entire blue layer. We'll go up here, we'll destroy all that, even into the red layer. Like if we wet all that and then re-poison it, I think we can even destroy the red layer pretty thoroughly. Yep, sure can. And we're also going to get 15% more poison damage since the game is offering. It's like it knows. All right, where do we leave our vacuum? Basically, as soon as I touch down, my thing is already full again. It's a little hard to walk through. Like when the terrain gets uneven like this, it's hard to pick it all up with wings. I'm not even going to break anymore until I collect what I've got now. We've almost got our coal quota though. That's a good sign. Wet damage plus 2%. All right, now we can start to poison again a little bit. I really need the vacuum to get over here. What I need is a bunch of rubies to fall out. And we also need all of that and all of that and all of that. And if we want all of this, we're going to need to poison all of this. All right, we're just going to let that go into a big stockpile, and then we'll just dive in. We'll Scrooge McDuck it. I don't know why poison seems so strong relative to the minigun. I guess maybe because neither's really that upgraded. Are we actually full again? We are. Look how much more stuff we have to get. We are well past our coal quota. We're just going to go through the red zone a little bit, hopefully getting a little bit more valuable stuff. Or, you know, just sort of generally grabbing whatever we can before making our way all the way back up to the vacuum. Some rubies there. There's only 2 of them. There are more rubies here. We could actually, yeah, blot that all. Even over here, let's add a bit of poison and stuff. Let's just melt this down for a sec. Dive back into the pile of stuff. I never know how far I should go. I really got to get a loot filter. We're just filling up on coal way too quickly. I'm probably long overdue for it. Interior upgrade. I don't know. I couldn't think of what that was called. We're still filling up on coal. Okay, hold on. I got to dump some of this out and try and grab something else. I did notice earlier that once you dump off coal, it's pretty hard to pick it up again immediately, so you can like run around a little bit. I think that's just a little quality of life thing, although we still filled up mostly on coal. Outstanding. To try and finish the day, I'm just going to grab whatever that was. We might make it back to the vacuum before we time out. Where is it? Got it. Perfect. Switching to poison took us from $200,000 per day up to 543. We've also completed this map and this character, so we unlocked a new level and a new profession. The next poison gun is a pretty big jump up to 2.5 million, but it's much more damage. I'm going to spend $500,000 increasing my stack size so we're able to carry a lot more at once. We're also going to buy an item filter. Not sure how much we're going to use it. I'm also going to sell my strong water gun, and we're going to get a powerful water gun. That way it soaks a little deeper. Today, I may actually get some rupees for the mermaid. We'll see how far over here we want to run. I don't really want any of those. We'll actually just take money here. We could use this. I don't know what's going to be quicker to get through this. I guess either way, wow, that water gun is much better. So we'll water all this, poison all this. I guess we're mostly looking for rubies. We can actually just punch through it, really. Yeah, we'll go to the red zone. We'll punch through it there. There's a ruby, actually. We need that. We need to start filling our inventory with that. Give me that. Okay, then we're going to punch in a little further. Giant water, giant poison, minigun in. Doesn't really work that way. That's okay. We'll leave a giant pile of stuff there. I'm also just going to jump around the red a bit and start to poison it. That way I can try and be a little bit more efficient about it. Gotta remember to wet everything as I go. It's hard to tell because I got to wet and then I got to pull up both guns. They look the same. That'll be my excuse. The poison gun just seems really, really strong, and I'm really, really enjoying that. Okay, there were some more rubies. I got some more. We should be able, there's a few more right there. We need, I think, 40 for what's her name. I actually officially have what I need for the vacuum upgrade, so we're going to go do that. And I can hold that much more on me, so we don't have the coal we need yet. Oh, I got my rubies away. I did that again. Really got to stop doing that. I don't know why. It's just such a habit to dump all this stuff as quick as possible. Okay, now I need to get a whole bunch of coal again. I'm going to turn on the loot filter for a sec. We're going to pick up just coal to make sure we're hitting that number, and then we'll pick up everything else. Another 3% red damage. We can put some more poison around. Okay, give me the coal. There's more rubies as well. Okay, well, more poison. Are we full again? Just about, actually. So once we get the coal we need, we're going to move on and we're going to take not coal. We're going to take everything else. What that's mean? We're like 500 away. Do we have? Yeah, there was 500 right there. Okay, coal quota's hit. We're going to turn off those two. We're going to take everything better. We can hold stacks of 1,000, so there shouldn't be a problem to get lots. And every time I see rubies, I am going to smash them down because I do want to get those to the mermaid. And there's some down there. I know I'm not using a water gun, but I'm just going to be lazy for a second to sprinkle down whatever we got. Wow, we're already full on iron again. Every time I'm flying around too, I'm trying to just lay poison everywhere behind us. That way, or it sort of disintegrates. It's going to make it harder to find this again. Okay, we're going to take emeralds or better for a second, just to hopefully get a bunch of gems because we kind of screwed up earlier. There is 14 rubies, not quite the number we need, and it would be nice to do the mermaid quest, but I kind of screwed that up earlier, and I'm really annoyed about that. Okay, I do currently have 71 rubies, so let's also include those two, and then if we run back, we can get this maybe to the mermaid and beyond. I don't actually know if I have time for this now. Am I going to screw this up if I do this? I don't think I can make it back from the mermaid. Okay, we're going to make the sacrifice today for the mermaid. You take that. Okay, we got 3 seconds to make it back. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Nope. Oh, we lost so much good stuff there. We still made almost $1 million. I think at this point I'm going to buy the hoverboard. It's much easier to use than the wings. One chest loading's only 5 grand. Tabitha wants 40 rubies. Did we not do that yesterday? Didn't I give those to her? Did she not accept them? Shouldn't we have a longer vacuum? We might have made a big sacrifice yesterday for nothing. I'm not really sure why that wouldn't have worked. So is this going to run out right here? It still does. Didn't we give her rubies yesterday? What happened to that? Okay, well, I got a bit of a different strategy today then. We need to get 120,000 coal, so we got to get busy on that. I'm probably going to give it to my minigun at some point, but we still need it for this quick travel through some of these zones. Like, I guess for this, I can just minigun through to the red at least. Then it's quicker to use poison. So once we get here, we are just going to poison our way in quick as possible. Water, poison, water, poison, water, poison, until we're somewhere. We'll come back and pick all this up in a minute. For now, this will just drop us all sorts of stuff, and it won't be long to hit the next layer anyway. And if we bust open most of the red layer, we have more than enough of everything laying around. I forgot I had the loot filters on too. We would have been picking up a lot more coal by now. I do need rubies actually. Never mind, I'm holding rubies on me, so we'll pick them up automatically as soon as they drop. We officially have the rubies we need now, so we are going to go and do that. We're also going to get 15% bullet damage and 2% wet damage. Okay, right, don't touch that. Rubies confirmed. Okay, there's your rubies. These will be perfect. 50 diamonds to reach deep, deep into red rocks. So that didn't really gain us that much room, really. I mean, it'll help a little bit. We also got to start delivering some coal, like, right now. And the vacuum upgrade isn't even ready until tomorrow. Okay, we're going to dive into wherever we're going to find coal. And rubies and stuff, too, because it's worth a lot. I forget we, like, instantly fill. We can carry 1,000 coal per stack, but that still fills up quick. Especially if I got to go through here. It's these zones. This is where we get the big pockets of coal. It's hard to see buried amongst it all. Every time we bring the coal back, it's like 40,000. At least I think it's going to be kind of close. It feels like it. How much coal do we have on us now? Okay, we got to get 8,000 more. That's not bad, but we need to be able to mine a lot more. This map's kind of hard in that sense. Okay, we got more than enough. So we'll turn off coal. We'll take sapphires and better. And to fill up extra quick, we're going to fly over the blue zone. We're going to dive into the red zone where lots more stuff drops. Amethyst in particular is good. Gold is better. That way the last load or two is going to be nothing but the good stuff. There was actually a pink diamond down below. Okay, we're going to turn on iron ore then just to fill up on that probably immediately. There are real diamonds ahead too. Let me see with this. I need to remember that I did bring some loads of gems and these stacks are getting big. At least hopefully. $195,000 gold. Okay, that wasn't as good. Well, we did get 1.1 million, but it still doesn't feel good. I need to save my money. This should be okay though. And it's kind of satisfying to do it. It won't go all the way down for sure, but it'll go in circles for sure with us. Like, we can't go too deep with it. I still think we're better off to go a little further into the next layer, though. I don't think this layer is going to do it for us anymore. Still holding stuff in my inventory. It's kind of weird that it doesn't just drop straight into the vacuum. Okay, that's as far as the vacuum can go. That's fine. So it's definitely not good. Like, we spent a lot of time in a blue zone. We didn't get anywhere near the coal we needed. We need to mine a lot of coal this time. I'm not going to bother. Like, now that I've more or less got the vacuum somewhat caught up, it's not worth it to push it any further. Like, I can just bring it back as far as that anyway, and that's perfectly fine. But now I just got to be moving as much coal as fast as possible to that vacuum. I did just get a diamond minigun out of a chest, so we'll take advantage of this for a sec, mine up some coal again. That's a big pocket of stuff we all want. I got to start being way more efficient too with dropping my coal off when we're full. We get full quicker than I notice. Like, I'm already full and I've hardly moved. The coal can hide behind everything else too. Like, we picked up all that, we're almost full again, and we couldn't even see the coal on the ground. Okay, broke another coal node somewhere there. That must have been accumulating for a while. We filled up instantly. Only need 10,000 more, and then we can get something that's not coal finally. And this will be able to fund our dreams. So now we can pick up a few better things. We'll do sapphires and better. I just know there's some of those hanging out. Sapphires, green, blue, purple, red, all the good colors. Gotta remember to stay poisoning while I'm doing all this. At least poison. Even if we don't manage to get water out, we gotta do poison. We made the circle back around. We'll just keep going like that. Actually, that's gonna make it hard to follow, but that's fine. We'll just do circles of poison, circle back around till we work our way back up and back to the left. Actually, we're full already. I gotta turn coal off. I didn't realize that was still turned on, so we made money on that, but we'd be better off filling up on anything but coal. We're about out of time for the day, so let's just go ahead and vacuum up whatever. Take it around the blue zone, and we'll just heat up any of this stuff. So $300,000 in coal, $350,000 iron, $300,000 in many things, lots of gold, nearly 2 million. And that means we can buy the poison diamond gun. This does 300,000 damage per tick. Our current one does 45,000. That's going to be quite a step up. I think we better leave $1 million in the bank, you know, just in case. So let's go poison more stuff. Okay, the vacuum's going to get as far as that. We're going to wet that first. Not that that's necessary. Once the poison starts to take effect, yeah, that's going to chew through this very quickly. I think I'm just going to go right along the top. At least for now. I don't think we need to wet anything. I think we're just waiting for the poison to tick. That's all it's waiting for. So water's not going to make a difference. We'll just keep going around here, up and down. If we could increase poison damage even a little, that would be real big for us too. Probably filling up on coal by now. Yeah, we definitely are. So let's go back and dump. How much coal do we need? 600,000. Okay, we're going to turn off everything but coal, really. That's not going to be an easy number to get, which is why we're trying to head into the next zone where we can get even more number per. So we'll still poison all of this. Maybe take that because we got, what, a pink diamond AK, which actually looks like it's able to go through this layer. So we're going to take advantage. Okay, we're into the next layer. Perfect. Water, poison. Because this layer should be dropping tons of coal per node. Okay, we're going to start to make our way back. There's a pink diamond there. Can't get greedy right now. Gotta get the coal in. I got a diamond minigun out of a chest as well. I don't know what we're doing with that. We'll just go like that for a sec because it's fun. Okay, back at these next layer, we're definitely going to start to poison that right away to try and get it breaking down. We are getting full very quickly with coal, which is a good sign, but I got to make a lot of trips. We did also just find 965 rubies, so that doesn't hurt. Apparently I still need a bigger backpack. It's crazy. We just touched down like that and we're full. I don't know if the next layer is breaking down. I don't really have time to even get there. Can we fall on coal? Not quite. Still spraying poison everywhere we can. Because when the coal breaks down like that, we fill up almost instantly. We're up to 400,000, but the timer's going off already, so that doesn't really bode well for us. And considering I left a bunch of coal somewhere up top here, I don't even know where it went. Okay, it must be all the way up here. We got really disorganized on this level. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. But this is really hard when you don't have collectors, because you got to carry it all back and forth yourself. The vacuum might help with that, but I feel like the vacuum is so expensive at this point. It was prohibitively expensive to carry it further. Plus, we're also riding on minigun. We couldn't upgrade for a long time, but we should have clearly moved to poison or fire. But the point of this really was to make a bunch of money, but also unlock the next character who's going to do this super good. For now, we'll just explode.